All right, so 2025 is about to end, and most likely this year looks the same as last year and as the year before. In today's video, I'm going to go through 4 reasons why your year fails every single time. So, number one are the promises. The promises that you give yourself when the new year starts. It's all about hyping yourself up. It's all about writing down your goals and telling yourself the things you're going to accomplish. It's about like convincing yourself and telling yourself this year is going to be different. This year I'm going to make a proper plan that I didn't make last year. And then you just start the motivation, you start rushing through your head. You start telling other people, hey, this year I'm going to lock in. This year I'm going to do this. This year I'm going to do that. This is literally how it all begins, because I've been there. The amount of times that I have promised myself that this year is going to be different. I'm going to show you real quick a little bit of 2023. In 2023, I literally wrote down saying that this year is going to, I feel like it's going to be my year. Why? Because I'm the most mature. This year I'm the most aware, I'm the most educated, I know the most. But guess what? In 2023 was the year I didn't do anything. I didn't even have this YouTube channel. I didn't work out. I didn't read. Nothing got done in 2023. Fast forwarding to 2024, I did the same exact thing. This year is going to be different. This year I'm going to make a plan that I didn't make last year. Like this year I'm actually have a good structure, a good plan that's actually going to get me to my goals. But in 2024 was the year where, yes, I did create this YouTube channel, but in the whole year I only uploaded a total of 9 YouTube videos and like 3 shorts. That is the year I also started working out and I did start reading. So some progress was made, but it was extremely slow. So you're gonna tell me that in an entire year I'm gonna upload a total of 9 videos? That's not even one video per month. Right now that I'm thinking about it, for like 6 months, I didn't do absolutely anything. Just distracted at literally at max. Playing video games, being on my phone, right? You know the basics. Going outside with my friends, just doing stupid stuff that I just shouldn't be doing, obviously. And now 2025 is is yet again the year where obviously it started off the same, the promises, the goals. This year I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. When this year started, I think I wrote down to have a total of like 100 uploads in this year, of uploading 100 videos. So far I think I have like 30. So basically the triple of 2024. So yes, progress is being made, but yet again extremely slow. I could have uploaded so much more this year. And then obviously number 2, the distractions. This is where you give it a week or two, maybe even 1 month at most. This is where the motivation is gone and there's no discipline, and everything coming your way just distracts you. Your phone, your friends, video games, bad habits, everything goes right back to normal. You go right back to your default self, to completely forgetting the goals you just made, the promises you just made. You already just completely forgot about them. You're completely distracted. You're like out of it. All of that hype, all of that telling other people what you're gonna get done, doesn't matter. You don't care. Life moves on. Same old same. So yeah, as for me, I have been doing this since, like I said, 2023. This is 2025, so it's just been like 2 years of just pure distraction, of pure fake promises, of not getting things done, of just procrastinating, inconsistency, all of the above, right? But as time goes on, I am improving, right? For 2026, most likely I'm going to double what I did this year. Well, there might be slow progress, is 100% better than no progress, because a lot of people don't even get progress at all. For like 5 years, 10 years, people just keep doing the same exact thing. So, as for me, at least there is some improvement, slow, as even if it's slowly but surely. And then for number three, of course, the repeated cycle, that either in the half of the year, 6 months later, you like loop back to it. You're like, damn, it's already the half of the year is already gone, and I didn't get anything done. I haven't gotten shit done. My goals are still there. I haven't done anything. And then you go right back, either by the half of the year or the by the end of the year, when the new year's about to come, you do the same exact thing. Same exact thing. The promises, the planning, the structure, making all of that stuff, to then completely forget about it within 2 to 3 weeks, getting distracted. And it's just a crazy vicious cycle that everybody just stays looped in. Always wanting to get better, but then just completely forgetting about it. And then at the end of the day, it all ends up in frustration and disappointment, and you thinking like, damn, bro, I'm really like, can I really not stick to working out for a few weeks straight without messing up? Can I really not do that? So so soon as about to be 2026, it's gotten to the point where I don't even want to make that New Year's resolution shit. I don't want to write down my goals. I don't want to spend 30 minutes to 1 hour over here planning and and making a better plan to make 2026 actually the better year. I don't even want to do that shit anymore. That's part of that dog shit cycle. So one thing I'm going to give you advice on is just stop. If you are going to write down goals, make a plan, bro, you should not be spending more than 10 minutes on that. You shouldn't. Because at that, you've already been here so many times. You don't need a new plan. You already know exactly what it is you have to do. You convince yourself that you need a new plan, that this plan will actually work. But the plan is not necessarily the problem. You have been here so many times that over and over again, it is proven that at the end of the day, it's not the plan that just doesn't work. What doesn't work is you. So stop spending like 1 hour to 2 hours, or watching videos. What is the best way to make this year the best year? You don't need none of that. At least spend most 10 minutes, and then the rest of that time start doing that thing. What is gonna get you there is not, at this point, is not the planning. Is you have to get yourself there. It's by you actively doing what it is that you have to do. The problem is that when you spend 1 hour planning, you feel yourself like you're being productive. It feels like you're getting things done. It feels like this is the right thing to do. You start hyping yourself up, all of the dopamine starts rushing, right? But that is the problem. You planning for 1 hour is not getting things done. Because if your goal is to work out and your goal is to lose weight or gain muscle, what is gonna get you there is by you working out, not by you spending 1 hour planning. So instead of you spending that much time planning and writing down your goals, blah 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 blah, get the fuck up, spend that whole hour, do a workout. Do the thing that's gonna get you there. I have recently realized this because I spent so much time planning and writing on my whiteboard, writing on my notebook, making a video about it. Yo, the amount of time I'd be spending planning is too much. It's just bad for you. It's bad for you. Like, it's there's just no point. Because the plan that you made in 2024, you didn't even stick with that plan. The plan that you made in 2025, you didn't even stick to that plan either. So planning is not the problem. You have to focus on other things that's gonna get you there. Forget about the planning. Do not get me wrong, writing down your goals is very important. A lot of people don't even do that basic thing. You already know what your goals are. You did it last year. You did it a few months ago. You have already written down a list of the goals you want to get done. You already know that you want to lose weight. You already know that you want to start a new hobby. You already know that you want to start playing a sport. You already know what the things that you want. So what the hell are you spending 1 hour planning for them for? You've been done that step already. That step you did it months ago, a year ago. What's the point of writing down your goals over and over and over again, but then you're not getting them done? And then number 4, the problem. One big reason I think people fail is because there are no consequences. At the end of the day, if you don't get your goals done, nothing bad will happen to you, like at all. It's not like somebody's pointing a gun at your head. You're gonna it's not like you're gonna lose water, you're gonna lose food, you're gonna lose your house, you're gonna lose a family member, you're not gonna lose any necessity. There are no consequences to your incompetence. You just fucking up and you not getting things done and you being distracted, nothing bad will happen. Like at all, zero. You going to sleep at 4 in the morning and waking up at 3 p.m. So what? It's just a normal thing. It is what it is. One big motivator to people is the consequences. I have seen a lot of people that came from like really hard beginnings that they locked in. They did what they had to do. Why? Because they didn't want to go back to where they came from. A lot of people that I have seen come from pure poverty. The way they was living was horrible. Or they just go through a very hard time in their life. That is just a huge motivator in general. The amount of self-improvement YouTubers that I have watched and they tell their story, a lot of them, that's how they start. A lot of these people, they share something in common, and is they don't want to go back to where they came from. So now the difference between you and me is we don't have consequences, like I said. If I don't record videos, nothing bad will happen, right? So now the thing is, how do we fix that? Right now, me, I have no consequences, right? How do I fix that? How do I end up making these videos, and how do I end up working out even though there's still nothing bad gonna happen, right? I'm not necessarily coming from a hard time. And it all comes down to just you, your mentality, and the way you see things. Because you need to open your eyes. What I have fully wrapped my head around is that let's just hypothetically say that for me to actually become successful and make money out of this YouTube channel, let's just hypothetically say it takes 4 years. Let's say I lock in from 2026 all the way to 2030, which that's gonna be in 4 years. That means that I'm gonna be successful in 2030. But if I get distracted and in 2026 I lose that year, that means now my date is gonna be moved to 2031, 2032, 2033, 34, 35. You get the point. But the difference is my age. Because in 4 years, I'm going to be 23 years old. So if I become successful by 2030, I'm going to be 23. So either one, I become successful at 23 years old, or number two, I become successful at 30 years old, at 40 years old, or at 50. The problem is that if I could get it done by the age of 23, why the hell would I wait until I'm 50 to actually get this thing done? Imagine I procrastinate so long to the point where this ends up working out when I'm 50, when it could have been happened. I'm not going to be able to enjoy life as much or my success as much when I'm 50 or 60 compared to when you're 30, when you're 20. Because if it works out in my 20s, I'm going to be able to better help my parents. Uh, my goal is to retire my mom, obviously. I'm going to be able to help the people around me, my family members, my friends. But if I wait until I'm 50, who knows where my mom is going to be at by that time? Is she still going to be here? Is she going to be highly injured where she, God forbid, right? But it's like, you don't know what can happen. By the time I get that shit by 50, I'm most likely not going to be able to really be as useful as I can be in my 20s. And that is just a fact. So now imagine if you procrastinate for that damn long. Every minute, every hour, every day, every month that you waste is actually very important. And you're not going to realize this until you fully wrap your head around the fact that achieving something takes so much damn time. You're not going to lose weight in one day. That shit takes months, takes years for you to achieve like a really good physique. Why do you keep delaying something that already takes an insane amount of time? And I used to watch so many videos, especially of older people saying, don't waste your time. And it doesn't hit you until you really realized what I'm telling you. Another thing that I want to point out is people I've been seeing a lot of people they lack motivation. One thing is, how the hell do you lack motivation? There is motivation. You can get motivation from literally anywhere. All you have to do is look outside. Look outside your window. Do you want to stay in that neighborhood your whole life? Do you want your kids to grow up in the same neighborhood you grew up in? That should motivate you. Be like, no, I don't want my kids to grow up in this neighborhood. I need to lock in. Are you not tired of seeing your mom work 40 hours a week, doing the most she possibly can, and then feeding you and then getting shit done for you? Are you not tired of that? That should motivate the fuck out of you. So it's either do you want the life where you have the freedom to do whatever you want? The fact that you're still struggling with basic stuff like motivation, discipline, oh, I cannot wake up in the morning, or I cannot go to the gym. Bro, look at what you're struggling with the most basic shit. And what, this how you want to get your goals done? This how you want to become successful? You want to, make money? Hopefully, right? You want to make a bunch of money, but right now you're struggling with the most basic stuff ever. You have been struggling with the basics for far too long already at this point. The thought of not being able to help people really gets to me. It bothers me, it gets to me, it makes me uncomfortable, so it makes me act. It makes me get shit done even if I don't want to. You don't have time to waste. What should motivate you, what should get you out of bed, is the thought of not being able to help those around you. It's the thought of having a horrible life in the future. Maybe not now. Maybe now you might be chilling, comfortable. You could play video games, all of that fun stuff. But in a few years, when you're fucking 30, when you're 40 and you want to get married, you want to have kids, and you have no money to do any of that stuff, it's going to get to you. And not only that, the problem is that when you get older, you're going to have less time, less opportunities. Imagine when you're 40 and you have a wife and you have kids and you want to become a millionaire or just get shit done, right? Not only will it obviously take an insane amount of time, you don't even have that damn time. You have kids to worry about. You have a job to worry about. You have a wife to worry about. You're gonna have so much shit to worry about that it's just gonna be very hard. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just gonna be so much harder than what it is now. Right now you have the most time. If anything, you have too much time because you should not be having enough time to fucking play video games for 6 hours straight, to be on your phone all day, every day. Look how much free time you actually have. You're not gonna have this free time when you're 40, bro. Like, you're not at all. If you have been struggling with this for far too long, bro, book a call with me for as low as $15 and I can fucking help you. All the tips that I know, all the advice that I know, I could literally help you for your own personal situation. Because the advice that I'm giving right now is obviously for everybody. It's just it's just in general for everybody to listen to and to take on. But for your specific situation, it might be slightly different. You might be struggling with other stuff. So I can literally help you. And trust me, I've been doing this for way too long, procrastinating, wasting time. I know all about that. I've experienced it. I know what it is. And I'm the one that is actually getting some progress done. So if you haven't gotten any progress, so I think at least you should look into me and try to listen to me and try to get some advice from me. For as low as $15, by the way, for an entire hour. It's all up to you. The opportunities are out there, the chances are out there. It's whether you actually want to go get them or not. With all of that said, much love. Thank you for watching.